Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Sunday afternoon chat, September 24. Now, I mentioned September 24 because it is 91 degrees. That's right, 91 degrees here in southern Oklahoma. And that's cooled down from yesterday. It was 99 degrees yesterday. 99 degrees. Now, as y'all know, I'm not a climate alarmist. I don't believe that man can control the climate. I think that's up to Almighty God. And I don't believe in all of this stuff that's going on right now. I think we can run gasoline engines for hundreds of years. And I think there'll be something coming along way better than those ugly, ugly windmills and solar panels that are clogging up the fields out there and on people's rooftops and stuff like that. I love solar power. I love solar power. I really do. I got solar power on my lights. It's down on my dock, on my lights here on the deck, and they have a little bitty tiny light bulb about the size of a pencil eraser. And that little bitty light bulb, they have a deal about yay big, a couple inches by a couple inches, maybe 3 by 3 inches on the top. And that solar powers from the sun, powers that little bitty tiny light bulb. And those lights come on at dark. When they come on at dark, they have a sensor on them, so they come on at dark. And and they run, not even all night. They won't even run all night. They'll run until 3 o'clock in the morning. That's if it's been bright and sunny like it is today. If it's cloudy, they won't run but just a few hours and they'll go off. But I love that solar power there. That's exactly what solar power is good for, and it's amazing. And do I believe that this 90-degree weather in late September is climate change? Do I believe that is that what's happening? Do I believe the 108, 109 to 10-degree days that we had in July and August and even in September was climate change? Absolutely not. I think it's just God giving us a hot summer. We've had summers hotter than that, not too many years back, as a matter of fact. And here's the other thing I like to just sort of that just kind of makes me wonder. It's those things that make you go, is that we have cut our carbon footprint here in the United States of America by absolutely record amounts, more than any country in the whole world. And by doing that, that was supposed to help climate change. Well, if that helped, why did we have those 108, 110, 112-degree days? Obviously, it's not controlled by our climate, our carbon footprint, or how many electric cars we're running, or how many whatever. Its climate is controlled by God Almighty, and it will always will be. We were supposed to be dead 30, 40 years ago because of those spray cans, women's hairspray and men's hairspray, and uh, off, keep the mosquitoes off of you. All the aerosol cans and now we're probably using when they were saying that the world was going to end because of that, we're probably using 8 or 10 times more aerosol cans now than ever, and everything's still cool. So God is in control. Can I tell you, God is in control? You got to believe God is in control. President Biden is not in control. The next president that comes along after President Biden will not be in control of the climate or almost anything else that's really, really, really important in the world. It's really important in the world. Can the president affect your lives? Obviously, he can. We're paying almost $4 a gallon for gas. Yeah, the president can affect your life. When he took office, we was paying about $2 here. Well, he's paying less than $2 in Dallas. We was paying about two and a dime here in Oklahoma. But yeah, the president can affect your life. There's no doubt about it. But the president cannot affect the climate. Can I tell you? The president cannot affect it. So, but anyway, it's amazing. It's still amazing. 91 degrees here in southern Oklahoma. 99 degrees yesterday, and it's pretty humid yesterday. It's a little cooler, a little less humidity this time of the year. And so some of these 85-degree days have felt just absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Still needing rain. We're about 14 inches more than we had last year. We actually, at this time of the year, we actually have had about 4 inches more than we had last year the entire year. So we still got a quarter of the year left to go, plus this coming week. No rain forecast for the Eagle here this week. Perhaps a little bit tonight, but none forecast after tonight for this next week. And then the month ends here in another week. We're into the last quarter of 2023. My goodness, guys and girls, where did that go? Where did that go so quickly? We just had a great week here at the Eagle. I was here at the Eagle most of the week. Kristen's here with me all week. She'll be here with me all this next week. Sherry came down and spent a night. That's always a treat. Cooked us some big ribeye steaks, and I lost my my sense of taste, and it's come back a little bit this week. And can I tell you, those steaks were good. So that part came back right there. I may just have to eat more steaks. You reckon? Whoa, what a great deal that would be. But a lot of stuff like bread still doesn't taste good. I had a donut yesterday morning at an event, and it tasted, I couldn't even taste it. I mean, just like eating cardboard. And when Jimmy can't eat a donut, something's really wrong. And but I have lost about probably 10 or 12 or 15 pounds over the last 10 or 15 days since the first of the month. Probably lost 15 pounds since the first of the month because of really just not eating. I bought Chris lunch today, and I skipped lunch, and I ate a can of Vienna sausages, and you know, they don't taste like much anyway. But I like Vienna sausages. I really do. Oh, listen to those geese. Listen to those geese talking to me. They're usually getting ready to fly when they do that, or there's something flying by or something. Oh, I see something down there in the lake. I see something right down there behind me. Yeah, look at all of them right there. Probably all going to fly out. They probably listen to all of me talk about climate change all they can stand. They're probably saying, "Amen, Jimmy. That's right. God's controlling all that." But anyway, Chris has been here all week. Like I said, she'll be here this next week. We've had a great time together. I did have an appearance this Saturday. I went up to the DeLisi Brothers. DeLisi Brothers is a great company here in Oklahoma. 50 or 60-year-old company, and maybe longer than that. They're in the gravel and sand business. They actually have a plant or a mining operation that joins my property here. They, for years and years, it wasn't running since back in the 1980s until just here recently. But they're mining gravel over there right now. They're great neighbors. And I went up and worked for Shell Rotella. They use Shell Rotella in all of their equipment, all of their trucks, all of their big heavy equipment, and they've got mines all over. They're really, really a really big company and a good company, just a really good Oklahoma company. And they love the outdoors. They love the lakes. Most of the Lisi family have summer or weekend houses, summer houses around on the lakes, like Tenkiller, like Texoma, several of the lakes around. And they love the outdoors. But I went up there to what was called the Rock the Block party. And I shot a little video. I didn't make any kind of storyline out of it, just video, mostly of the kids up in my Ranger boat. I took my Shell Rotella wrap boat up there and put it on display along with my Expressway Ram truck like we did last year. It was such a big hit last year with all the kids. It's a family event they were having free. It's a touch a truck type event. And Benelli, come here. Benelli, come here. Leave that alone. Benelli just got the net that we use and just took off running with it. All right, wait, just leave it laid there. That's the net we use on the I don't know what you call them over at jacuzzi. It makes all the bubble that you get in. Yeah, I love it. It's really, really nice. I got it for Chris, and I can't hardly get her in it still. But it's really, really nice. It's really, really nice. It's right over there on the other side. See it over there? Yeah, you raise that lid up, get in there, and the water bubbles around you. It's warm. It's beautiful. Ooh, it's nice. Ooh, it's nice. Very, very nice. But anyway, and we got that little dip net thing that you put killing the leaves and dirt and stuff out of it. It works real good. But Benelli, do not pick that up again. Leave that alone. She thought that'd be fun. It would be torn up in a very short period of time, and Jimmy'd be having to buy a new one. But Benelli, no. She thinks her name's Benelli. No, she thinks her first name's Benelli. She thinks her last name is No. But we had a great time here. But the Rock the Block party, I probably had 300 to 500. I don't know how many kids up in that Ranger boat. Not all at the same time, but how many kids will a Ranger boat hold? Probably 30 or 40. I shot a little video, just a little videos, different times of the morning. We were there from, I got there about 7:30 yesterday morning. We were there till about 1:30 yesterday afternoon. It was pretty hot, got pretty warm, but we just had a great time. It's a family event, a free event. They had hot dogs out there and soft drinks and water, and everybody just had a great time. The Lisi just sort of paying back to the community by having a great fun family day that was absolutely free. And Rock the Block party, touch a truck event, and lots of big giant trucks up there and the horns honking and stuff. And I just turned the power off on my Ranger and let them crawl all over that boat. And they were behind that steering wheel, making noises, and they're up in the front of the boat casting. They got my dip net out, and they were dipping around, and some of the little boys were using the dip net to catch little girls, and vice versa. So they all had a ball, and we might run a little video on that. It'd probably just be not. It's not. They're not much of videos, but it might be 8 or 10 minutes we can run. I just pulled my phone out and shot because the kids were just having so much fun, and I shot to put that in there. I've got a couple of appearances coming up here real quickly. Not anymore this month. This next week, I'll be here at the ranch all week. Hope to do a little fishing. Might be able to do a fishing video off the dock, or might even get a chance to go out in a boat. I've got Miranda that helps me take care of Chris occasionally, so I think she's going to be here Monday, and might come in here a day or two. We might get out in the boat and try to do a little video and catch a few fish. The fish are starting to bite. The weather's cooling off a little bit. And so we've got a great week planned. The next personal appearance is Friday the 13th. That's right, October 13th. Friday the 13th is in Kalispell, Montana. Veneration Church is putting on an event that they call the Flathead Beast Feast. The Flathead Beast Feast. Isn't that great? Now, it's not at the church. It's not at Veneration Church. It's at the fairgrounds. And it's an absolutely great event. Listen to this, guys and girls out there in Montana. If you're anywhere, Montana is a big state, big country, big sky country. If you're anywhere from a couple 100 miles, it's nothing to y'all in Montana. Y'all drive 100, 200 miles to, just for an evening. I know that for a fact. This is going to be a great evening. Friday, October 13th, you got free dinner. They're going to have door prizes. And it's all at the fairgrounds there in Kalispell. It's a family-friendly event. In other words, bring the wife, bring the kids, bring the cousins, bring the aunts and uncles, bring grandma and granddad, bring everybody out there. It's a family-friendly event. Veneration Church is putting that on. I'll be speaking that night. And it's a great event. I think they had about 2,500 people there at that event last year, so hopefully we'll have a bunch of people up there at that event now. It's just a tremendous church, Veneration Church there in Kalispell, and it's a beautiful part of the country. Y'all that live out there know that already, but I am so looking forward to going out there. So looking forward to going out there. I was trying to work my schedule out where I could be out there a day or two early and spend a little bit more time out there, but taking care of Chris has just not allowed me to do that. The next appearance I have coming up is just right the very following Saturday is down at Idlewild Church in Lutz, Florida. That's near Tampa, Lutz, Lutz, Florida. And that event is Saturday, October 21, and that's Men's Night Out. Men's Night Out event. I think it's from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock there at Idlewild Church. Idlewild is a great church, a fantastic church, a large church. They'll have great food that night. They'll have great music, and we'll have lots and lots of door prizes. Men's Night Out, and I think that event is going to run from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock on Saturday, October 21. It's going to be a great event. Any of you men that are anywhere within, again, an hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours of Tampa, of Lutz, Florida, come out to the Idlewild Church event Saturday, October 21, 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock is the hours that I have down. You can register. You can just go in there to that event and register. And we've got stuff up on our social media that will tell you a little bit more about that event, where you can click onto it and go to their website and tell you a little bit more about that. But plan on being at that event Saturday, October 21. Saturday, October 21. Guys and girls, I just don't have a whole lot more to talk about right there. We're just having a great time spending every day we can here at the Eagle. The Rock the Block event was good. We don't have too many appearances left the rest of this year. We've got a busy schedule already started for next year. We will be doing quite a few more television shows. Our shows start back. New shows begin the first Saturday in January. The pecan harvest is just right around the corner. We're going to be harvesting those pecans. Probably in another, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, we will start accepting orders. I'm hoping about the first week in October. We don't have all that figured out right yet. We're working on it. Our trees are loaded this year. We're not noticing any pecan weevils, so we haven't sprayed them for pecan weevils. But the pecans are looking good. We're not seeing any holes in them. You just have a hole drill in a pecan, that pecan's ruined. But the trees are loaded down. The limbs are hanging down. There's so much weight on them. And even our little baby trees have got a lot of pecans on them. Of course, you can't put the shaker on those, but we'll go up and knock them down with a stick and probably lay a tarp or something under them and just knock them down with a stick, pick them off the ground. That'll probably be Jimmy's pecans this year from those baby pecan trees that I planted a few years ago and just grew them with tender loving care. I can stand to have about 50 more trees in that area right there, and I'm going to try to see if I can get some on order. They're hard to come by. Get some trees on order and get them planted up there in that same orchard. They'll be a few years behind these, but they won't really catch up for a long time, but again, in 6 or 7 years, they'll be producing pecans themselves. So I have told you this before. Talked to a guy at the lumber company one time, and he said his dad was planting pecan trees at 96 years old. And I said, sounds like a plan to me. So I'm going to keep planting those pecan trees, and they'll be there a long time after I'm not, probably. But I can plant some right now and still got plenty of time to harvest them. Plenty of time to harvest them. So you guys and girls, go out there and have you a great week out there today, out there this week. And remember, you make your life. Other people, other circumstances, sicknesses, illnesses, bad breaks, things happening at the office, a job that you don't really like, or the people don't like you at the job, that doesn't make your life. You make your life. You can take any situation you're in. You take any situation you're in and say, by golly, I'm just going to be the most exceptional person in this situation. And you do that, and your situations, your circumstances will change. You honor God in everything that you're doing. Put Him first in your life. And anything that's not going right in your life, it'll turn around. It can turn around suddenly, immediately. It might not turn around for months or maybe even a year or two. This deal with Chris, she still can't walk. October 5 will be 30 months. That's right, 2.5 years, 30 months. By October 5, she might be walking. That's exactly right. She's getting better all the time. Today, after we got home from church, I could understand almost nothing the little girl said. Nothing, almost nothing she said. But but there's times when she just talks up a storm and understand everything. She enjoyed the Oklahoma University football game yesterday, and Boomer Sooner. 4-0, we made it to 3-0 last year, and then we lost our little quarterback for a couple games, and then we lost 4 or 5 more games by less than a touchdown, most of them by 3 points or less. But our defense is looking a little bit better. Our offense is good at times, and at times it's not. But our little quarterback we got down there is just sensational at times, and sometimes he's just okay. Those times that he's okay, like yesterday, he missed about 3 touchdown passes. Could have been a really great offensive day. Turned out only 20 points. But Cincinnati only got 6. Welcome, Cincinnati, to the Big 12 Conference. It's going to be fun having you in here. Of course, Oklahoma's leaving that conference. But Oklahoma State will still be on it, and so we'll be watching the Big 12 Conference closely while we're beginning to watch the Southeastern Conference a little bit. We're excited about playing down there. We've played a lot of games over the years against Alabama and have the upper hand on that. We got the upper hand against the Southeast Conference, period. Clemson's the one we have trouble with. Clemson, my gosh, we cannot beat Clemson. And the times we played Georgia, we've had a really hard time with Georgia too. But it's going to be fun being in that conference. It's going to be fun. The softball is going to be incredible because the Southeast Conference has got great softball, and Oklahoma and Texas have got great softball programs, and the wrestling programs, the baseball, the basketball. The basketball is just going to be insane, isn't it? You get Texas and Oklahoma in that conference. That conference already picked the basketball level way up. And I know a lot of people are like Barry Switzer. Barry Switzer tells me, Jimmy, there's only one that counts. But can I tell you, saw Barry Switzer this year quite a few times at the Oklahoma University girls softball team games. Yeah, he was at a lot of those games. He was there in the final game when we won our 3rd consecutive national championship. So 3 in a row, 3 in a row. And he was there. He was there, sitting right up on the front row cheering for those girls. So Barry really believes more than what he says. When he said there's only one that counts, he believes Oklahoma girls softball counts. I promise you that. He goes to basketball games. He's just a big sports fan, and just like a lot of us are here in Oklahoma. But it's going to be a lot of fun to be in the Southeast Conference. What a great conference to be in. I guess Oklahoma will have more money to operate their programs with, and that'll be good. I don't understand all that, but I guess it's all good. It's all good because they keep saying college football is all about money. But college football pays for all the other sports we enjoy, like basketball, men's and women's, the women's softball, the golf team, the tennis, and everything. Our gymnastics teams won several national championships here lately, and that's just art. They take their bodies, they turn their bodies into form of arts when they do those gymnastics, and it's absolutely fantastic. But y'all go out there and have a great. When you make your week great, if you start seeing your week go downhill, you just go in there and say, God, give me the courage, give me the personality, fill my heart with your love, and make me turn this frown, these griping, this complaining into smiles. And whatever they say about me, whatever happens to me out there, let me turn it into smiles. Let me be an encourager to others that are having a bad week. And just laugh at the world, laugh at the world. We got a lot of problems here in this country, but it's still the greatest country in the world. And a lot of us need to quit complaining about all the things that's going wrong and start praising the things that's going right. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one. Go out there and have you a great one. Not just today, not just tomorrow, but all week long. Have you a great life. And remember, I sure do love you.